don't know nobody on this road that can save your soul. Almost lost control now. Tell me what you need in a friend, and now pray that we endure to the end again. I'm just saying that I'm here for you. When the world turn against you, I'ma be with you. Got my soul in my hand, you can count on me. I won't run and hide, fight mightily.
Waiting on O.F.I. See the Jacob, I'm the apple of my father's eye. I learned the truth for who I was, and it made me cry. If I don't keep the laws of Yah, then I'm gonna die. Living curses, but I'm edifying in my verses. Prepare the hearses for the heathens who be steady learning.
How about Shimmy Awashai on another beautiful, beautiful day, man, as we go into this Feast of Dedication tonight, y'all. The Feast of the Dedication, also known as Hanukkah, is tonight. So it's a blessing to even still be here in this truth. You know, I remember, man, it's going on 5 years. All praise to the Most High. 5 years I've been in this truth, you know, and every day, you know, it's a new battle, it's a new struggle, trying to get up to do the work, you know, trying to stay in the spirit, trying to exhort other brothers and sisters to stay in the spirit, trying to exhort my household to stay in the spirit. Exhortation is very, very important when it comes to this truth, because a lot of times we might get into a spirit sometimes of complacency. You know, you might get up, you might have an attitude with the world, and you might not just feel good that day. You know what I'm saying? And you might get a slothful spirit on you. And I had a little slothful spirit trying to jump on me. I had one of my brothers wake me up this morning, right? Like, look, all praise to the Most High woke me up, so let's not get simple. But I had one of my brothers reach out to me like, look, man, you said you was going to do a video every day, Lord willing. Come on, brother. Let's get it. Let's get it. So all praise to the Most High for that brother, man. Brother Yahweh, man. Captain Yahweh in our camp, you know. So just really trying to get it right, man. You know, I know a lot of times in its truth, we come into it and it's a total lifestyle change. Hey, you changing your diet, you changing the way you think, you changing the way you act, you trying to put off old childish ways. You changing the way that you respond to things as well. So, you know, exhortation is very, very important in its truth, man. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into a couple quick precepts, Most High willing. And Lord willing, that this will exhort brothers and sisters to increase in this truth. You know, we in the end times, we in the end days. We see there's so many things, so many prophecies being fulfilled. And you see the chariots, and they send their drones. And we know ain't no drones the size of cars coming out of water. Stop the madness. So it's time more than ever to be exhorted in its truth. So we're going to start off with the classic Hebrews 3. Let me get this right quick. Let me share my screen. Y'all bear with me, family. Bam. And the thing about exhortation as well, that's very, very critical and key. You never know what another brother or sister is going through that they need that exhortation when the Most High puts it on your spirit to give it. You know, you never know what you might be going through and how reaching out to another brother or sister and exhorting them may uplift your spirit as well, right? So let's get the book of Hebrews chapter 3, and we're going to start with verse 13. It says, exhort one another daily while it is called today, lest any of you be hardened through the deceitfulness of sin. So when you break this down, every day we should be exhorting one another. And we know that's how you show brotherly and sisterly love too. You got to love one another. Hey, wives, you should be exhorting your husbands every day. Your husband every day. I think I said, you know, no S on that, sisters. Husbands, you should be exhorting your wife or wives every day. You should wake up with the spirit of, okay, let me get my household in order. And let me make sure I'm in order, first and foremost. By me being in order, let me make sure my household is in order. Let me make sure my children are encouraged in this truth. You know, our children go to some children are homeschooled, right? But for the vast majority of brothers and sisters in this truth, I'm strongly led to believe that children go to schools, like public schools or private schools or parochial or charter, whatever type of school that's away from the home. You know how many battles our children go through on a day-to-day basis in this truth? You got all of these folly days, these wicked holidays and festival seasons where they just constantly pushing it in our children's face. Hey, here, even down to the crafts at school. Hey, the decorations, the music, you know, the attire, you know, ugly Christmas sweaters and all of these type of things. That's literally manifold temptations. And you know, and what is it called? And deceit and vanity just being dangled in front of our children's faces day to day. So, hey, come to the other side. And they try to make it sound fun. So, as parents, we got to constantly be exhorting our children every single day and encouraging them. As a matter of fact, let's go into this word exhort. Let's go into the word exhort. Right? Exhort, bam. G3870 that says parak, I think it says parakaleo, right? Parakaleo says to call to one side, call for, to summon. You got to be calling your children to this side. Hey, come over here to the winning side. Hey, come over to the side to serve the Most High God, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Come on, come over here. Exhorting them daily. Because we know, let me get this quick precept real quick. So I think that's in the book of Sirach, the first chapter. No, the second chapter. Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. Because we got to be honest to our children and let them know, and our wives, you know, other brothers and sisters, let them know, look, just because you came into this truth, that doesn't mean things are going to be easy. Now they can. The Most High can make your walk in His truth so easy through the Spirit that you pass every single test, right? That you're not tempted at all. The Most High can do that, right? But a lot of the times when we come into this truth, we have in our mind frame, and let me talk about myself. I know when I came into this truth, I had into the mind frame that, look, I'm in the truth now. Hey, I'm never going to be shaken or stirred. And that's just wasn't the truth. You know, that wasn't the truth. That wasn't the case. I came into this truth and I had a lot of battles, and I still got a lot of battles every day. So we got to understand a part of that exhortation is also being able, Lord willing, through the Spirit to prepare each other for when you're going through the battles, that the battles are going to come, that there are going to be temptations, that Lord willing, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that you can overcome, to prepare our minds, right? Because, hey, there was a song in the world called The Mind, Love is a Battlefield. I think that's what the song was called. But the mind is actually a battlefield through the Spirit. You have all different type of thoughts that may come into your mind trying to overthrow your judgment, right? To try to exhort you to go the opposite way, to be out of the truth. And you got family who's exhorting you to come over to keep the holidays, exhorting you to come over to celebrate Christmas. And that goes to Krampus and Semiramis and Nimrod and all type of wickedness. They're exhorting you and to come into wickedness. So how much more are they exhorting you to come to that side, right? It says to admonish, to exhort, which may be done in the way of exhortation, entreaty, comfort, instruction. You know, giving each other comfort through the scriptures, right? And back to the Sirach too. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart, which is the mind, aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. So exhortation also is about trying to build up your endurance. Think about you running a 50-mile, 50-kilometer marathon. You just running, but you getting tired. Your legs start to shake off. You getting thirsty. Your throat getting dry. You damn can't breathe, right? But you got somebody, you got the coach on the side. Hey, keep going. Keep going. And you got to just keep going. You got to suck it in. Hey, your chest getting tight. You know, you damn near about to pass out. But you got to train so you have that endurance. So when you go through those hard times, you can constantly be reminded, right? Constantly being admonished. And exhortation as well is important because when you think about it, in order to exhort somebody else, in order to exhort another brother and sister, and that got to be done out of love. Sometimes exhortation, I want to grab this quick precept too. What is that? What am I looking for? It's at Hebrews 10:25. Salaki, y'all. Bam. Hebrews 10:25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as ye see the day approaching. And we all see the day approaching through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You see the wars coming on the earth, the wars here on the earth. You see wickedness is just running rampant, right? So we should be exhorting one another. And another way to exhort is by gathering together, y'all. If you are gathering with your body and gathering together constantly, y'all, and it's true family, it's going to be a lot easier, I'm strongly led to believe, to find out what your brother or sister is going through. And you telling them, don't keep wicked Christmas. Don't be enticed by all of the wickedness of this festivities this season. You know, you go out even to a store, everything is decorated and folly and madness. Damn lines around the block, because around this time they're exhorted to be in that holiday spirit. Don't they tell you to be in the Christmas spirit? So you want to be able to gather together to have that strength. Strength in numbers, they say in the world, right? In the scriptures we see in, I think that's Ecclesiastes, was that the 4th chapter, I believe? It talks about a strand of three isn't easily broken, paraphrase, right? That woe is to him when he falleth alone. So a way that we can exhort is to be gathering together as well through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? Exhorting together. And also the senior men, let me get this quick precept, 1 Peter. Salakia, let me get this 1 Peter. Because some of you are built up more in this truth, right? Bam. Some of you are built up more in this truth. So it's your responsibility as well, because there's a lot of high level demons running around out here. Hey, jumping on brothers and sisters. You got lust demons, you got slothful demons, and you got lying spirits, you got corrupt, you got deceitful, you got all different types of envies and strifes and backbiting and backsliding, and you got all type of demons and spirits on the left-hand side that are out in this world that can try to overthrow you. So you senior men and the aged women, doesn't the scriptures tell the aged women? I believe that's in Titus or Timothy. I'm gonna grab that precept, right? To exhort the younger women to be modest, to be chaste, to be keepers at home. So you senior men and women in this truth should be exhorting, the babes in this truth. And I'm not saying that just because you may be senior in this truth, a senior man or woman set up in this truth, who's been experienced things, who've been tried and tested more, right, through the spirit and power by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You should be having a mind frame to be looking to exhort, to give counsel. Because there may be some things that your brothers or sisters or people in your congregation or your household may be going through, that the Most High has built your spirit up through experience and things of that nature, right? To be able to combat more readily than someone who may just be new in this truth, who may go through certain things and it might try to sift them out or put them in a mind frame that, they just want to give up. So 1 Peter 5:1, the elders which are among you, I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Hamashiach Yahushua, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Feed the flock of Yahweh which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, which is money and riches. And you shouldn't be, your motivation shouldn't be like the so-called Christian church to just get the money. Hey, I'm getting the money from the congregation, now I exhort you. That's off. But of a ready mind, you should have the mind to want to exhort daily, to want to show forth the love, the care, the fruits of the spirit, the tenderness, the meekness, the gentleness. And you should want to be war ready to fight on the battlefield to serve Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Wamalak Yahusha, right? And the chief Eslakia, neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples to the flock. And we know that examples goes to being an example. You should be exhorting through your example as well, through your walk, not just through your talk, through your walk. And even senior men and women need exhortation. So we should be exhorting one another. This is the way that we build up our holy, righteous nation. Reading on. And when the chief shepherd, which is Yahushua, shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. So it's showing you that exhortation is directly tied to salvation. When we come out and we teach the law, statutes, and commandments, when we on the highways and the byways trying to bid that marriage like Hamashiach Wamalak Yahushua commanded us, hey, that's literally directly tied to salvation. Doing the work, rebuking, exhorting with all authority. And we're doing it because we want to receive the crown. And we want other brothers and sisters, Lord willing, to receive that crown. Right? So with that, like I said, through the Spirit, just wanted to give a quick morning meditation, right? Through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The exhortation is very important in its truth, y'all. Exhortation, and it can come in many forms. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get another quick precept real quick. Let me get Jude 1 and 3. That's what I'm looking for. Jude 1 and 3. The book of Jude, chapter 1 and verse 3, it says, Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that ye should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. So you know that exhortation also goes into contending for the faith. A fight in the battles of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Fighting the spiritual wickedness in high places. Fighting the spiritual demon Satan that's out here with his minions trying to overthrow the household of faith. So we should be contending for the faith. And remember, right, when it says the common salvation, our hopes and prayers and wishes is for all Israel to be saved. You don't know who the 2/3 is. You don't know who the elect is. You don't know who the 1/3 is. Hey, you could be a 2/3. I could be a 2/3. I could be elect. You could be 144K if you are men, right? No one knows that, right? So we have to earnestly, and when you think about earnest, let me get that real quick. To earnestly do something, right? Bear with me. To earnestly, Slakia, where that earnestly? Right here. G 1864. earnestly. Epagonizomai. Epagonizomai. I think that's how you say that, right? But look, the point is earnestly, look, to contend. So when you look at that, right, you should be earnestly contending for the faith. That's goes into like continually, right? At a high level of effort, to be earnest and to do it in a righteous manner. You follow what I'm saying? So all praise to the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Like I said, just wanted to and I think I was sharing the wrong screen, y'all, too. So Salaki on that. But just wanted to do a quick through the spirit morning meditation on the importance to exhort daily, y'all. Should be exhorting through your example. You should be exhorting through the precepts, which should be your example. You should be exhorting through your speech, right? Exhorting through your prayers, exhorting through your fasting. Exhortation is very important in this truth, y'all. So with that, all praise Yahweh Shem Mashak, woman like Yahushai, Ashar, Kanaka. Happy Hanukkah to all of my brothers and sisters of Yasha Allah. We definitely praying for the nation as a whole. Hey, if you already kept the feast of dedication, because some of us keep different calendars and things of that nature, all praise to the Most High. The important thing is that you keep it. And Lord willing, if we in that number, we'll see eye to eye in the kingdom when the Most High bring his son back to gather all of the lost sheep of the house of Israel, right, who have been preordained to be a part of that number from the four corners of the world, y'all. Have a beautiful, mighty feast day, a beautiful, mighty feast week, right? Stay in the spirit, exhort one another daily, exhort through your righteous works, and turn up at the feast, y'all. Turn up at the feast, whether you gathering together as a body, whether you gathering together just with your household, if you're not in a body, whatever it may be, exhort daily, and all praise to the Most High. Ahabata wa barakata yasha Allah kwam yasha Allah. Shalom.